Okay, Nick, so you were asking about where did the 4F come from? It started as 2. So what starts and ends is just the element itself, okay? So every capital letter tells us that there's a new element. So this is iron. This is another capital letter, that's oxygen, and this is carbon. So if it starts in the equation, it's got to finish in the equation. This arrow separates the reactants from the product. So what you start with to what you end with. It's just like an equal sign in a math problem, okay? And then you have the same thing on this side, okay? So the 2 here and the 4 here just tells us how many there are, okay? So if you look at this, there's a 2 here and there's a 2 here. So that tells me that there was 2 iron atoms, but there's 2 of this whole molecule, okay? So in other words, there would be Fe2O3. So let's say here's O3 and there's 2 Fe's, okay? So if there are 2 of these molecules, which is what this 2 says, then I would have 4 total iron atoms, and then I would have 3 of this times 2, so I would have 6 oxygen atoms, okay? For here, 3 carbons, so I would have 1, 2, 3. So just that would be a total of 3, okay? Over here, this says I have 4 of these iron atoms, so that's 4. And then I have 3 carbon dioxide. So again, if I were to show that, I would see carbon dioxide, so there's 2 oxygens, okay? And then I have 3 of those, so times 3. So that would be 1 carbon times 3, so that's 3. And then 2 oxygens times 3, so that would be 6. So that's why there's a balanced equation. So all this 2 and 4 and 3, those 3's, they're there to just balance the equation. By itself, if we didn't have those, it would look like this. And this tells me that there's 2 irons, there's 1 iron, and that's just not balanced. So we have to go in and add those big numbers. We can't change these small numbers, okay, because that's bonded together. But we can change how many of those compounds that we have. And that's where those big numbers come in, okay? So in the simulation for the problem that you're talking about, it has you do that, okay? And all you're doing is filling in what you've done on the simulation. So you don't have to just make up a chemical equation. It will give you one. And you can even snip it. You can even like screenshot it and just put it in that box. But you've got to have a full equation. That means you've got to have something before, an arrow, and then something after, okay?